Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Over the summer, documents that were filed in court by the RCMP completely contradict the claims made by this Prime Minister in the House. On June 5th, the Prime Minister told the House of Commons and Canadians that the only person in his office who knew about the secret payoff deal to Mike Duffy was his Chief of Staff, Nigel Wright. So that does the Minister now want to stand and correct that statement?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. As the Prime Minister said on a number of occasions, this was a matter that was handled directly by Mr. Wright, and the Prime Minister had no knowledge of this payment until after May 15th, Mr. Speaker. But what is truly clear, and what we've heard over the summer, is how important it is that the government continues to focus on jobs and the economy. That's why the Prime Minister today is en route to Europe to sign a new trade agreement that will see 80,000 new jobs created. And again, we're seeing, Mr. Speaker, that the NDP and the Liberals will be voting against new job creation measures. They vote against the small, medium and large job creators in this country because they don't think that they have the opportunity or the ability to compete with everybody. We do.
The honourable member for Timmins, James Bay.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The question was about the unprecedented situation of a police investigation into the very office of the sitting Prime Minister. That was the question. So that the claims that was made by the Prime Minister in this House on June 5th have been proven false by RCMP investigation witness statements. So I'll give the new member in his new portfolio a second chance. Does he still maintain, on behalf of this shy Prime Minister, that Nigel Wright was the only one in the Prime Minister's office who knew about the hush money that was paid out, the $90,000? Is that the position he's going to continue to stand by?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Prime Minister.
Speaker, as I just said, and as the Prime Minister has said on a number of occasions and has been very clear on this matter, Mr. Wright handled this file on his own. He had no knowledge of the payment until May 15th, Mr. Speaker. Why doesn't the opposition start thinking about some of the things that were in the throne speech, Mr. Speaker? Some of those things that they have consistently voted against. Continuing to talk about reducing taxes for Canadian families, making our communities safer, Mr. Speaker. They have no ideas. They have no plan. When it comes to economic growth, when it comes to keeping our communities safe, Canadians know one thing. They can trust Conservatives on both sides of this House to stand up for them, to stand up for the values that have made this country great, and this Prime Minister will continue to do that for a while.